This is a live look at what you're expecting here in western Colorado for your day. And outside right now, it's pretty gloomy. You're looking at gray skies. It's only about 64 degrees in Grand Junction, meaning a light jacket on the way out the door is probably not the worst idea. The Montrose area waking up to some wet roadways, making for a slower commute. And then peaking at Cortez, we look to see the sun popping out in some spots and waves of moisture being saved for later. If we take a jump to see what comes next in our forecast, well, we're expecting to see a few active storm cells still, even though that today our probabilities are certainly down. You're expecting to see a high of 83 degrees, but the main event with moisture will take place at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. you're looking at a 50% chance for moisture for the Grand Junction area. That will be the hour you want to pay attention to. And then early this morning, as I mentioned, it is on the cooler side, and later in the afternoon, finally, we warm up into the 80s. 83 degrees is that forecasted high. So with the 2 o'clock hour, we mark that as cautionary. Nothing else is expected, at least as of this morning. We have some passing clouds. We will see maybe a stray drop here or there, but things are on the quiet side to start the day. Looking to see what we see a little bit later on. By the time we hit the 2 o'clock mark, we see some new storm cells forming around the Grand Junction area. And that would mean that we have a little bit of thunder and lightning mixed in there, as you can see with those yellow codes. And we're also seeing some more activity over the San Juan Mountains and out towards Montrose. But as we head more towards the dinner hours, you might be expecting an indoor dinner tonight, just because it looks to be a little bit more active around 5 p.m. as well for the Delta and Montrose areas. So you won't want to sit outside in the rain. You'll want to stay dry and warm, of course. But after dark, the threat does not end, because Grand Junction has one more big round of moisture on the way, and we can see that kind of favoring the northern side of Grand Junction, and of course heading off into the high country. But thunder and lightning is possible with those showers as well. So this is all stuff to look out for over your next 24 hours. If we take a look at what comes next when it comes to moisture, at least we've made a little bit of a dent. Now, we saw about 0.3 inches so far within the month of August for precipitation totals, and that would be for Grand Junction. Just yesterday alone, we saw 0.24. So we made up most of that total just yesterday. But we're supposed to see by the end of August, which is only a few days away, we're supposed to see an average of about 0.75 inches. So that means we've only seen 40% of what we should have seen, at least so far this month. And there's probably no way to make that up in so little time, unfortunately. But we'll continue to push forward to see some more moisture in the future. Your highs today, they're a little bit cooler still because of the active weather. You're expecting 83 in Grand Junction, 85 in Delta, 79 in Montrose, and about 81 in the Cortez area. And then peaking at your low temperatures, 63 in Grand Junction, expecting about 57 in Delta, Montrose 57 degrees as well, and down in Cortez about 51 degrees. It's almost that time of the year where you can sleep with your windows open because it's becoming a little bit chilly outdoors. Grand Junction is expecting a 40% chance for moisture on your Wednesday. On your Thursday, a 20% chance, so it fades out of the forecast. And this weekend is looking much warmer. It's a holiday weekend, and we'll be warming back up into the 80s and in the 90s by Monday. Taking a look at Montrose, we're expecting 79 degrees today with a little bit of moisture as well. Scattered thunderstorm activity is definitely expected. And then by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, an 80-degree high moves to 81 and 83 degrees. So we'll be warming before we know it. In the Delta area, we will also be warming in the few days to come. About a 40% chance for moisture today, a 20 going forward, and a warmer weekend ahead. Lastly, Cortez is expected to see about 81 degrees on your Thursday, 83, on your Friday, 83 as well, and we'll continue to keep an eye on all the storm systems as they rotate in and out, and they'll leave us with sunshine, at least by the weekend.